This is Chris from Art Metal Fab coming to you with this edition of This Old Table from the Edge Army. I'm going to be taking some old wrenches that I got from antique shops and handed down from relatives just to make this nice old table out of it using the wrenches and some gears and a drive shaft for the center. So stay tuned and you'll see how it all comes together. The first thing I do is set out a general layout of how I want the table to look with the gear in the center and laying out the wrenches around it, and then put the ring gear that I got. It's an 18-inch ring gear around the outside that kind of makes a nice border for the table. After I'm done polishing all the wrenches and the gears, I'll set it back up on my table, get it laid out how I had it before. Might make a little bit of changes in case I need to, and then I'll fill it in with as many wrenches as I can. Then any extra spaces I'll use bolts or nuts, sometimes some extra parts that I have laying around that just fill in any extra gaps that I can. I like to make sure the manufacturer of the wrench and the Made in USA part is facing down, because I'm going to be welding the bottom side of the table, so that way the nice words will show up on the top once I flip it over. The important thing during welding is to clamp down the pieces to the table as much as I can. I'll use some table clamps for the outside of the ring gear and hold the wrenches down with either a heavy third hand or put a hammer on top of it or anything I can just to help hold the wrenches down while I weld them, because one side always likes to pop up once I weld the other side, so I got to make sure that stays down, and then get the general welding done on the big wrenches, move to the smaller wrenches, and work my way around the table so that it all stays nice and straight and level. Once I have the tabletop all welded, it's time for the flip. The flip is always fun because you never know it's going to fall off in case I didn't weld it. So got to make sure everything's welded on. After that, I can move on to the bottom, and this includes the drive shaft, and the bottom gear is a 9-inch to 10-inch wide gear that'll hold the table up, and I got to weld it to the drive shaft. And that's always interesting because you never know what metal these are made out of. So you got to preheat it and do a 309L filler material, because that will weld dissimilar metals in case there's anything strange in there. Once that's welded all the way around, I'll polish out the welds just to make it nice and shiny, and finish polishing the top again. Make sure that everything's clean and as shiny as possible. Once I have everything polished, I'll put the top onto the drive shaft. Now, the drive shaft usually has a threaded end, and I just got to find a bolt that fits into those threads. Once I do that, I'll weld a washer into the gear in the center of the table. That will be used to put the bolt in and hold the tabletop down to the drive shaft. And that's a wrap for the table. I might hit it with the wire wheel again on any spots that I missed, if there's any heat marks from welding or dirt on the table. Once I do that, I will clear coat it with a spray-on clear paint. You can use Rust-Oleum or anything like that, just a clear spray-on. And once that dries, I can finish it off with the 18-inch glass tabletop, and that is just the cherry on top. Looks really nice. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day from the Edge Army.